Now, outside of making money, let's talk about trajectory, right? Gervonta Davis. He's been recently talking about not wanting to fight, wanting to get out of that fighter's headspace, right? He wants to spend more time with his children, which is understandable, right? In terms of what he's accomplished in the sport, he's one of the most exciting fighters in the sport,
right.
One of the most skilled fighters, the biggest face, one of the biggest drawers. So he'll be doing a disservice to the fans if he leaves the sport early. And there are talks about His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh wanting to create a fight. Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson is a fight that we've all wanted to see for a very long time.
Right.
And I don't care what anybody says about what Shakur brings to the table. That's one of the best matchups in all of boxing.
Right.
So does he put those feelings to the side about not wanting to stay in this fighter mentality and not caring about the belts and making those big fights? Because we know he's not scared to fight anybody, right? He is a fighter's fighter, but why haven't those fights happened? And do you think that Turki, His Excellency, is the answer to that because of the amount of money that can be brought to the table?
You would think that Turki is the answer because he's making all these other fights and he has so much money, and usually everybody has a price tag when it comes to stuff like this, but and the fights are not happening because Gervonta Davis don't want them to happen. Right. Obviously, he's in charge of his career. He's the man. He's the cash cow. He's the guy that everybody wants to fight. And on one hand, I say, okay, Gervonta can say, I want to leave with all my faculties. I want to leave at 30 years old. This is it. I want to spend time with my family, go to school, do all of these things. And I made the money I want. I was only in it for the money, so that's what I made. Can you argue that? No. But as a fight fan, we want to see you create a certain kind of legacy. Now, maybe the legacy is good enough for him, so that's understandable. But in my opinion, as a fan, there's only 3 other champions. It's Keyshawn, Loma, and Shakur Stevenson. Right. I'd like to see him fight champions in his weight class. We don't have to fight the TOs. Fine. Don't fight the TOs. Don't fight the 140 guys, the Devins or whatever. But fight the champions.
In that division.
And that's it. That's all.
He's
still got time
to
do it.
If he beats Roach. You're 100% right in the fact that he should be able to leave on his own terms, right? Yeah. But knowing Tank and how competitive he has been inside that ring, I don't completely believe that he doesn't want to prove to the world that he's better than all those other fighters. I do believe deep down he does, but he understands that this is prize fighting, right? So he wants to create, I guess a comfortable future for his family and his kids. Has he made enough money? I don't know, because when it comes to Al Heyman and PBC, who knows how much? I never know the purse that Gervonta makes. I know he's done well on pay-per-view numbers, so maybe he's done very well. Has he done good enough that it can compare to what Turki can, I guess, offer him?
Yeah.
I doubt it, but I'm just guessing. I doubt.
Of course not.
I doubt that Gervonta has made the type of money he can make with Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, in Riyadh season or the ring. A lot of those fights are going to be coined the ring. I don't see it. So if it's about money, if it's about making the most money for your future and being able,
finally a good point. Go ahead,
and being able to fight the guys that people say you will have trouble with, right? And I'm not going to agree with you on just fight 135. No, we want to see the Teofimo Lopez fight. We want to see.
Not if it's a rehydration.
Hold on. I'm not talking about rehydration. I'm talking about we've seen Tank fight at 140 against Mario Barrios.
With a rehydration clause.
Look, he's fought at 140.
He's a small guy.
Forget about the technicalities for now.
No.
I'm not saying.
Just fight the best guys in your division. You don't have to move up.
Fine. I'm just saying that we would want to see him fight Teofimo Lopez at least at 140. That's all I'm saying. But yes, I would settle for the champions at 135.
Hello?
But if it's about making the most money and, kind of feeding that ego and that competitive spirit that you have to beat those guys, because Tank has said it many times that he will beat and knock out Shakur Stevenson, right?
Yes.
He said he'll beat any guy in that division.
Right.
So the opportunity is there.
Now,
I'm pretty sure to make the most money he's ever made and fight those guys. So I do believe that he'll put that future thought to the side, and I do believe that Gervonta Davis would eventually fight those big fights that we all want to see.
But like I said, he has the time. He has the time now. He has this year. He said this is his last year. If he sticks to that, he promised Al Heyman, if he sticks to that, then we might see those fights. I know Turkey is trying to make that fight with Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. So let's just give him time. That's it.
All right. So I'm going to bet on that. If there was some odds on that, I'll bet that Gervonta and Shakur Stevenson will fight. Maybe not in 2025, but at least in 2026. That's
after the man retires?
He's not going to retire this year.
Yeah,
that's not true. Don't believe that. I don't believe it. If there's odds on that, I'll bet that Gervonta doesn't retire in 2025. That's my take.